Hey everyone, it's Jeff back again, and I am a former patient at Advanced Rapid Detox. I wanted to make a new video, kind of covering some basic things about what you do when you get back from detox. You've gone through the process, you've gone through the 4 days, and you're back home. So the idea is now what? Now what do you do? And obviously there's a lot of different things you can do, but I wanted to share with you the things that have helped me the most, and hopefully will help you. The first thing I think that is most important is support. Whether it is a caretaker, a partner, spouse, a friend, having at least someone with you for the first week or two, if possible, is really is very important. I can't imagine being alone, coming back and trying to face this thing by myself. For me, meetings have helped pretty tremendously. And for me, the sweet spot has been the international 24/7 Narcotics Anonymous meetings. Now, I'm not here to preach about meetings, to each his own, everyone's different. I've gone in and out of those rooms many times. But they do help, they are positive, they are generally helpful, and I would recommend checking them out. I will post a link in the description as far as where to access that. The next thing is staying in touch with Advanced Rapid Detox. Specifically, I stay in touch with Laura very, very frequently because she was and is still integral to my recovery. And the reason I keep in touch with those people is because it keeps me accountable. It keeps me accountable. It reminds me of what I went through. It reminds me of the treatment that I received. And that helps keep me sober, to be blunt. So staying in touch with them, asking them questions when you have questions, that's what they're there for. They're not just there to detox you and send you on your way. They are there to help. They are there to answer questions. So I would recommend staying very, very much in contact with them. Doctor honesty and aftercare plan. Now, I would recommend, if you haven't gone to detox yet with Advanced Rapid, that you talk to your general practitioner or whoever your doctor is and form an aftercare plan. That way, when you get back, you have some safeguards in place, maybe some medications in place that are going to be very helpful for your journey. I was very upfront with my doctor about what I was doing and when I was coming back, and that's all was all very vital and integral to how I'm doing now. So I recommend that, and I recommend being completely honest with your doctor. They are there to help. I know it's easy to get into the headspace of manipulating a doctor or not telling them the entire truth. I get that. I've done that. I've been that guy. But I recommend complete honesty, because that's going to help you get better. Soothers and aids. And what I mean by that is things that you can take, things that you can do, activities that you can do that are going to make you feel better. When you get back from detox, I'm not going to lie, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt in a lot of ways, emotionally, physically. Granted, Advanced Rapid does a fantastic job of taking care of you and sending you on your way with the right tools and the right things. But when you get back, you're going to be in a very strange headspace, and you're not going to make sense all the time. You're going to be very lethargic. Motivation is going to be difficult. So the first thing I recommend is NAD+, which you can get through Advanced Rapid Detox, and I recommend getting it through them. I would recommend absolutely using it through them, buying it through them. It's basically a multivitamin, but it is a multivitamin that has things in it that your body naturally already produces, but it gives you more of it so that you have a little bit more energy, you have a little bit more wherewithal, you have a little bit more, it's just a helper, and it's very useful. The next thing that helped me was red light therapy. My partner actually purchased a red light kind of square, and it's got an on and off switch, very simple, plug it in, and I had that on my back for quite a bit because it was helping with the back pain and the muscle spasms and things like that. Water and electrolytes. You're going to want to drink as much water as you possibly can, and you're not going to want to a lot of times. But that's why you have your partner or you have a friend or your support person there to kind of remind you that you have to keep drinking water. Electrolytes, you can buy various formulas. You can even buy Pedialyte. Gatorade's great, Gatorade Zero, Powerade's great. All those things are fantastic and do help, and your body will need that because your body's going to be going through a lot, and so you're going to want to replenish as much as you can get down. The other thing is a multivitamin. You can get this anywhere. I recommend getting a multivitamin, and then additionally to that, I recommend getting a separate B12 and magnesium vitamin. Epsom salt bath or seltzer baths. Those are very, very helpful and can soothe and make things feel a lot better when you're in the most pain. I've got a few extra things down here I just want to cover. Now, when you go to treatment, you're going to be given Vivitrol. It's recommended that you stay on Vivitrol for a year. I personally am 2 months off Vivitrol, but it is an individual type deal, meaning that, for everyone it's going to be different. Some people might need to stay on a year or more. Some people might need to stay on a couple months. I also recommend talking to Advanced Rapid about this, asking their advice, asking their opinion, telling them how you're feeling, and of course talking to your doctor. Next thing I have is Spravato treatment. Now, unfortunately for me, I wasn't able to get Spravato treatment in my town, in my city, because they don't really take insurance, places that offer it. But if you are in a place and you do have insurance that does cover it, I do recommend Spravato. It's ketamine, basically. It's a derivative of ketamine, essentially. And they'll offer that in Advanced Rapid. They'll offer an IV ketamine treatment, which I very much recommend while you're in treatment. It does help with the depression, with the pain. It's nature. Now, it might sound pretentious to some, but when you're ready, and believe me, it's going to take a minute for you to be ready to go outside and experience those things. Nature is very, very, very helpful. It's very soothing, taking small walks. Now, at first, you're not going to be wanting to do tremendous straining exercises. I don't recommend that, and your body's not going to want that either. What I do recommend is getting up every hour and doing laps around your house, your apartment, wherever you are, making sure that you do laps. It doesn't matter, what matters is you do it every single hour, having your partner or your support person facilitate that and remind you of that is very helpful. You're going to want to wear your body out as much as you can. Don't overexert yourself, but you're going to want to wear your body out to the point where by the end of the day, you are tired and you can sleep. Sleep's going to be difficult. So I recommend doing laps every hour, and then eventually you can push yourself a little bit more and a little bit more to go outside, to go on the treadmill, to do walks, do jogs, but that takes a ramp-up effect. Staying away from benzodiazepines. Now, benzodiazepines can be very, very helpful in initial treatment and initial detox at small amounts, but I will say that they, as you probably are already aware, they're very addictive, and that can spiral into cross addiction. So if you went into treatment for opiates, you can come out getting addicted to benzodiazepines if you seek that out when you're home. And I know it's very, very tempting because you're going to be feeling not so great when you get back. The next thing I have is stay busy. Now, at first, when you get back, like I said, you're going to be weak, lethargic, but you're going to want to stay as busy as you can, at least up here, at least in your head, because your mind's going to be going through a lot, your body's going to be going through a lot, but if you have yourself occupied on something, if you have yourself on whether it be, small chunks of work when you can do it, reading, watching movies, little tasks that you can set yourself up for, those are going to be very helpful and are going to help you get through the day, because the days are going to feel long. And if you have these little tasks and you keep yourself busy in some capacity, the day will go by quicker, smoother, and you'll be okay. The last thing I have, guys, is art and music. I'm an art kind of music person. I'm making an album right now, and